A lot of people. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't have that up here. I'll give you a minute to, you can stop the tape if you want as you go through this. But for example, China. All right, and science, and so we're going to be looking at that this year. People and nature, two paths lie really we're going to look at that tie-in quite a bit. I'm just going to kind of leave that there for now, just people and nature. We'll look at this later on. Relationship. All right. There's a lot of different ways to look at that. Science and values. How much money do we want to pay for clean air? All right. Costs. As an example for, I'll just put a $sign, cost for clean air. No, I can shut that if I'm with the Environmental Protection Agency, for example. I can shut down an industrial plant that's throwing some smoke into the air. That's going to clean the air, but at what cost? What happens if 600 or 700 or 800 people, or 1,000 or 1,200 people are thrown out of work? That's a lot of people who depend on that facility. So we want to discuss problems. But we also want to discuss solutions to those problems that benefit everybody. What's a solution where, in that example I just mentioned, where we could keep the plant running and cleaner air, all right, and have cleaner air for that. And the last one I just want to touch on, just for a moment or two, would be something we're going to be talking about is in terms of placing values on the environment. There is an example in the book where I think they have it under a critical thinking issue, which is called Easter Island. The whole, it's like an ongoing issue. It's a Polynesian people who colonized this small island, really between 800 and 1,500 years ago. And what we'll see is that their population went up. Basically shot up rapidly to between, it's estimated, I think it was 3,000 to about 10,000 people. And something of that. There's a couple different estimates I've read on this. By the late 1970s, though, the population dropped. Oh, excuse me, 1870s, I should say. Population diminished. The population not only diminished, it plummeted. Okay. Population down to really to about around 100 people. That is 100. So the population went way down. We're going to. This is kind of it's still kind of some ongoing research on this, but the degree to which the fate of the people of Easter Island resulted from their own population rise and the resulting land degradation, and how much their decline was due to European contact is a matter of research. We're going to talk about how this was a classic example of, I'm just going to say, overuse of the environment. And what was the result of that? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to read this in class and go over it. So, but I do want to introduce you to it. All right. So that's a little bit of an expansion of some of the major themes. Thank you very much.